Molly is out this morning trying a little bit of hot sauce. She's at a place that's sauce as far as the eye can see, Molly.
Thanks.
Yes, as far as they can see, right? Okay, so this is NorCal Sauce Worx. So here's the thing, you guys. Let's say you have this incredible hot sauce recipe. Everyone in your life saying, you should sell this, you should sell this. So you decide to, well, what then? It's not just a great recipe, right? You have to think about the logistics, the bottling, the labeling, and that is where NorCal Sauce Worx comes in. So this is Michael. He is the maker of prescribed burn sauces. He's been on the show before. This sauce is unbelievable, every single one of them, Michael. But you were kind of in the position where, you know, you're a local maker, you're a small business, and everything wasn't as efficient as you wanted it to be. For instance, the labeling. These were some of your first label makers over here, the OGs. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of work, and it's not perfect. And so you dreamt of NorCal Sauce Worx. This is an FDA-approved co-packing manufacturing facility. Let's take a look at inside where it all started. So talk about what this place is, what, you know, where it was lacking for you, why you wanted to create this.
Workflow is pretty important to me, obviously. You can see kind of how it's built to be efficient. That's something that I saw as being a pretty important aspect of creating a manufacturing facility. Also, you know, cleanliness. You can see it. It's sterile in here. This is where food products are made, and who knew that they needed to be made at a clean place? Me, very, very particular about that. So as you can see, that's the kind of environment we create, easy to clean, easy to prep, safe is also a big deal as well, but you know, easy to access outlets you'd see at a typical mechanic shop. But coming from the ceiling, so that way we don't have to worry about, you know, wires or anything coming around. But it's kind of a neat process. So, you know, we'll take vegetables in this door, any kind of produce, you know, brown sugar to make barbecue sauce, molasses, etc. We render it. We put it in one of our different sizes of kettles, tilt skillets. Our biggest one is 100-gallon over here. We'll make it in that big 100-gallon. We'll pump it with these hoses that you typically see at breweries or wineries, real heavy duty. Fluid transfer pump right over here. Pumps it kind of up into this hopper here, right? So this hopper has an agitator. It's always going to constantly be keeping the sauce moving, right? We don't want things to be sticky. We want it to all be mixed. We'll keep it hot here with these honey blankets. We'll have our bottles typically rotating on this table here. You'll see it kind of shoot down here. You'll fill 4 at a time. We can fill 16 5-ounce bottles every minute. So that's about 3/4 of a gallon every minute. So pretty neat. When you've got a 50-gallon run, you can really do timing efficiency, right? That's what it's all about in manufacturing. That's why I got this.
Right, okay, and so then it goes to the labeling, but before we show that off, we want to say it's not just prescribed burn sauces that you do here. If you look at this table, so he has the recipe for all of these sauces. He makes them, he bottles them here, but you see a lot of local people, for instance, Urban Roots, if you get some of their barbecue sauces, it's made here. Papa, we know them. Epice, we know them. Insomnia, these two are part of the Alchemist program locally. So you're really representing a lot of local businesses and making them more efficient as well. Okay, so let's go to the most satisfying part of this entire process, and that is where it all started with the frustration, the labeling. Okay.
It was definitely trying to get everything perfect. That was trying to get everything perfect was really important to us. And you know, as a small you know, producer, you know how frustrating this can be. So when we finally got to get this process just fine, now trust me, no training on this. We just kind of wing it and figured it out. So a lot of mess ups, and you'll kind of see them throughout our place. You'll see stickers everywhere. Those are intentional, I assure you.
Yeah. Okay, so it goes through.
Here. Typically, we're going to shoot a shrink band onto this from our machine. I don't have it on right now because that compressor is so loud it would pop on right during our shot and ruin everything. So I went ahead and did it by hand. But, you know, this is the best part. Once again, satisfying for me as a label person to see it come through, to watch the sensor hit it just right, and then for watch this belt just put it on. It's
just like that. Okay.
You can do so many at a time. Sorry.
He's very excited about it, as he should be. Look at how perfect that is. It's a beautiful thing. Hey, if you have a dream, if you have a recipe, you want to get started, you need some bottling, he's the guy to do it at NorCal Sauce Worx. Speaking of, we're here with hot sauces, with some delicious hot sauces. Why don't we see a little bit how they're made? Coming up, he's going to show off the fire roaster, and we'll learn a little bit more about the flavors of the hot sauces as well. I'll send it back to you guys.
The way you said that, I feel
roaster.
like we need an animation. The fire roaster. Good stuff. Thank you, Molly. A local company is looking to bring your own sauce creations to life.
Okay, so Molly is live at NorCal Sauce Worx with an X, learning all about the process this morning. Molly, this is really cool. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, you know, earlier we were showing you kind of the manufacturing side of things. NorCal Sauce Worx is an FDA-approved co-packing manufacturing site. This is Michael. He's the owner of Prescribed Burn Sauces and NorCal Sauce Worx. So he had hot sauces. He wanted a more efficient way to bottle and label them. He created this. He's also bottling and labeling items for other sauce makers in the area. But as we said, you know, the first part kind of sterile, as it should be, very clean process. But when it comes to making hot sauce, there's also some really cool aspects. For instance, the chili roaster. Yeah, when you read fire roasted, what does that mean? Well, tell us about this machine right here, Michael.
This is a big Burnham Metalworks Arizona chili roaster. This is the manufacturer for the chili roasters, and you see in the parking lots everywhere with doing the Hats chilies and whatnot. These folks do it a really special way, so we custom ordered this. You can do 45 pounds at a time. We even got the smaller grates, so we can do any of those smaller peppers too, like the habaneros and things, and garlic as well. Doesn't fall through because we got the smaller grate. 100,000 BTU, as you can see, fully mechanical. And so, you know, we always have somebody out here manning it, watching it, making sure we get the right amount of roast. Sometimes we could char it super black and get all those nice flecks and sugary flavor profiles. So it's a really great one.
Okay, well, we don't have a full tank of vegetables. It's not a processing day, but we do have one onion chopped into 4. So we wanted to kind of show off how it works.
Correct,
Just show you some fire, basically, you guys. Oh, okay.
So it is obviously, we're still talking hot here, but once you take this, dump these onions in here. So once again, fire roasting, all about caramelization here. Flip that on, let these things roll. Oh, and by the way, one of my favorite things to do is do this fire roasting, because you always get folks in this complex coming by going, what is going on here? That smells incredible. Where can I buy that sauce? So it's always fun to kind of help everybody out. When they do their barbecues, of course, we provide sauce for every one of our businesses around here, so they know Prescribed Burn Sauces and NorCal Sauce Worx.
I love it. It's just fun to watch.
Look at them. Oh, yeah.
To watch the onions. Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned the hot sauces in general. These hot sauces are so good, Michael. So we wanted to do a little taste test. Let's start with something pretty mild. I want to show you on the back, every Prescribed Burn hot sauce has a rating out of 11.
Yes. This one goes to 11. It's a little Easter egg from Spinal Tap. And why does it go to 11? Well, because it goes to 11.
Because it goes to 11. Do any of your sauces go to 11?
Soon. We're actually, our newest release of Ghost Flames is actually going to be called Ghost Torched, and we're going to do a smoked Carolina Reaper powder in that as well with the Ghost Flames, which is the one down there at the very end. It is pretty incredibly hot now, but we always get the question, do you have one that goes to 11? So very soon, folks.
Okay, so I'm going to try, this is 6 out of 11, Pickle Hob Complex, somewhere in the middle. I'm going to have you try your hottest one, because I always do. So one time I was with him, he was hosting a pepper eating competition. That has so much sauce. And he literally started crying and hiccuping live on it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Okay.
This one won't do it to me, though, because I'm just like, It's so early, but that's so good. I mean,
that was a healthy heaping of a 6. And I'm
How you doing?
I'm
That's
going to read
delicious.
your
It's
facial
pickle.
expression right now, Molly.
I know.
you know
I think I'm going to I'm going to
pensive.
try a tiny dollop of no, not that much of the 10, just to see how I survive.
Oh,
Is that
boy.
okay?
It's fine, yeah, you're good.
Okay. Are you that
I don't-
upset by
I'm totally fine.
Godspeed. Good luck.
So you just gotta wait. It's like a,
It's delicious.
isn't it good?
It's
got
so
really
good.
So it's like guajillo and pasilla. We use dehydrated ones, so that brings that nice dark fruit flavor without
shame
any
for
fruit
more.
in it. But about 3,
What was
about
that
3 pounds
face?
of ghost pepper, fermented mash with
Do I
that
see sweat?
for every
She's trying
gallon.
to
So
go
you know,
ahead.
a
Let me
lot.
fan you, Molly.
I'm going to get
I got you covered, girl.
Okay, well, the lower levels are so delicious, and this is creating some heat. If you like that burn, get a prescribed burn sauce. It is so good. And again, if you have a dream and you just want to bottle it, NorCal Sauce Worx. I can't talk anymore. Look at the information on the screen and I'll see you soon.
Like a nice glow.
I think we saw her face turn red.
Yeah, and it definitely turned red. Poor thing.